was it that you said, and then you followed up with the point you were trying to make? Why did you say it the way you said it when you started out on that thread in the address on Saturday?
My intention has always been to point out the dichotomy between Brian Kemp's rhetoric and his record. That he talks about how great Georgia is for some, but he refuses to acknowledge how poorly it serves so many other Georgians. Now, my language may have been inartful, but I have yet to hear him rebut my record point. And the record that he has in the state is abysmal. We are number 48 in providing mental health services, and that's not going to improve dramatically because he refuses to expand Medicaid. Georgia is number 48 in the delivery of mental health services. And even though the state passed a law for mental health parity in insurance, Brian Kemp is denying it to 1.5 million Georgians, 500,000 of whom could have it if he expanded Medicaid. We are number 2 in uninsured people in the state, in the country. We are number 9 in gun violence, and his response to that is to provide for criminal carry, letting people, convicted felons and others, get concealed weapons by eluding the one permitting system that was capturing them. 5,300 people prevented from getting those weapons in 2020 can get them today. We, on every metric that matters for thousands of Georgians, are falling behind, and Brian Kemp neither has the record nor the intent of serving them. And my point, which I made then and will make again and again during this campaign, is that you can either argue about my rhetoric or we can focus on his record. And I will put my record against his any day. Well, what I will point out is that yes, he extended Medicaid for some, but the problem is he is also pushing to eliminate abortion rights, and scientists will tell you, doctors will tell you that's going to dramatically increase the maternal mortality rate in the state. He has failed to make investments for so many communities that are suffering because they can't afford housing. They may have jobs, but those jobs don't pay enough for them to afford housing. And this is not an Atlanta problem. This is a Georgia problem. For almost every issue he could solve, he's done the bare minimum to qualify for re-election, but he's done nothing to actually solve these problems. He has had 4 years to address maternal mortality. We were at the top of the list when he started, and we remain there because he has failed to do his job. And my point is this: if you are a Georgian who's already flourishing, Brian Kemp is happy for you. He's going to give you a tax cut that he's going to make working families pay for. But if you need help, if you need support, if you need him to see you and serve you, he does not care. And my mission is to be the governor who cares for all of Georgia.
And last question is, he is going to say he's going to run on his record. Let's say he is nominated tomorrow, and that you don't have a record to run on, just a lot of rhetoric, if you will. How will you respond when he brings that up over the next few weeks?
Well, in the last 4 years, when I wasn't governor, I paid off the medical debts of 68,000 Georgians. I delivered food to our food banks. I made certain vaccines, got to communities where he pulled out services. I've done what I can to help every community I've been near, and I've done that as a private citizen. As a private citizen, I've put money into the pockets of our small business owners, and I've done that as a private sector leader. And so I am happy to stand on my record, and I dare him to stand on his. And what we will see in November is that Georgians want someone who sees all of us, serves all of us, and doesn't simply do what he can to win an election. He should do the right thing all the time, and Brian Kemp has failed to do that. Thank you.